turn, turn, turn. A euro often abbreviated to turn. Turn, turn. A euro is a song written by Pete Seeger in the late 1950s. The lyrics, except for the title which is repeated throughout the song, and the final verse of the song, are adapted word for word from Chapter 3 of the Book of Ecclesiastes, set to music and recorded in 1962. The song was originally released as To Everything There Is a Season on the Limeliters album Folk Matinee and then some months later on Seeger's own The Bitter and the Sweet. The song became an international hit in late 1965 when it was covered by the American folk rock band the Byrds, bowing at number 80 on October 23, 1965, before reaching number 1 on the Hot 100 chart on December 4, 1965, number 3 in Canada, and also peaking at number 26 on the UK singles chart. In the US, the song holds distinction as the number 1 hit with the oldest lyrics, theoretically authored by King Solomon. Lyrics and title: the lyrics are taken almost verbatim from the Book of Ecclesiastes, as found in the King James Version of the Bible, though the sequence of the words was rearranged for the song. Ecclesiastes is traditionally ascribed to King Solomon. The biblical text posits there being a time and place for all things, laughter and sorrow, healing and killing, war and peace, and so on. The lines are open to myriad interpretations, but as a song they are commonly performed as a plea for world peace, with an emphasis on the closing line, "A time for peace, I swear it's not too late." This line and the title phrase "turn, turn, turn" are the only parts of the lyric written by Seeger himself. The song is notable for being one of a few instances in popular music in which a large portion of scripture is set to music, other examples being the Melodians' Rivers of Babylon, Sister Janet Mead's The Lord's Prayer, and U2's 40. The song was published in illustrated book form by Simon & Schuster in September 2003, with an accompanying CD which contained both Seeger and the Byrds recordings of the song. Wendy Anderson Halperin created a set of detailed illustrations for each set of opposites which are reminiscent of mandalas. The book also includes the Ecclesiastes text from the King James Version of the Bible. Handwritten lyrics to the song were among the documents donated to New York University by the Communist Party USA in March 2007. 45% of the royalties for the song are donated to the Israeli Committee Against House Demolitions because, in Seeger's own words, "In addition to the music I did write 6 words." Cover versions Early folk versions The song was first released by the folk group the Limeliters on their 1962 album Folk Matinee, under the title To Everything There Is a Season. The Limeliters version predated the release of Seeger's own version by several months. One of the Limeliters' backing musicians at this time was Jim McGuinn, who would later work with folk singer Judy Collins, rearranging the song for her 1963 album, Judy Collins 3. Collins' recording of the song was retitled as Turn, 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 a title that would be used intermittently by McGuinn's later band the Byrds, when they released a cover of the song in 1965. In 1963, Marlene Dietrich recorded a Euro far 1/4 Urals KOMMT Die Zeit, Max Kolpert Euro unregistered trademark S German translation of the song. Dietrich was backed by Burt Bacharach conducting a studio orchestra, and the song was released as 7 Euro monaural single Barclay Records No. 10-278 AU. Australian folk singer Gary Shearston also recorded a version of the song for his 1964 album Songs of Our Time, under the title Turn, Turn, Turn. The Byrds version Turn, Turn, Turn was the third single by the American folk rock band the Byrds and was released on October 1, 1965, by Columbia Records. The song was also included on the band's second album, Turn, 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 which was released on December 6, 1965. The Byrds single is the most successful recorded version of the song, having reached number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts and number 26 on the UK singles chart. The Byrds version distinguishes the song as the number 1 pop hit with the oldest lyrics, dating back to the Book of Ecclesiastes. Many biblical scholars believe Ecclesiastes 1:1 implies King Solomon as the book's author. Thus, if true, giving Solomon lyrical credit for a #1 hit. The song had first been arranged by the Byrds lead guitarist Jim McGuinn in a chamber folk style during sessions for Judy Collins' 1963 album, Judy Collins 3. The idea of reviving the song came to McGuinn during the Byrds' July 1965 tour of the American Midwest, when his future wife, Dolores, requested the tune on the Byrds tour bus. The rendering that McGuinn dutifully played came out sounding not like a folk song but more like a rock-folk hybrid, perfectly in keeping with the Byrds' current status as pioneers of the folk rock genre. McGuinn explained it was a standard folk song by that time, but I played it and it came out rock and roll because that a Euro unregistered trademark is what I was programmed to do like a computer. I couldn't a Euro unregistered trademark T do it as it was traditionally. It came out with that samba beat, and we thought it would make a good single. The master recording of the song reputedly took 78 takes, spread over 5 days of recording, to complete. The song's plea for peace and tolerance struck a nerve with the American record-buying public as the Vietnam War continued to escalate. The single also solidified folk rock as a chart trend and, like the band's previous hits, continued the Byrds' successful mix of vocal harmony and jangly 12-string Rickenbacker guitar playing. Pete Seeger expressed his approval of the Byrds' rendering of the song. During 1965 and 1966, the band performed the song on the television programs Hollywood A Go-Go, Shindig, The Ed Sullivan Show, and Where the Action Is, as well as in the concert film, The Big TNT Show. Additionally, the song would go on to become a staple of the Byrds' live concert repertoire, until their final disbandment in 1973. The song was also performed live by a reformed lineup of the Byrds featuring Roger McGuinn, David Crosby and Chris Hillman in January 1989. In addition to its appearance on the Turn album, the song also appears on several Byrds compilations, including the Byrds' Greatest Hits, History of the Byrds, the original singles, 1965 a Euro 1967, Volume 1, The Byrds, 20 Essential Tracks from the Boxed Set, 1965 to 1990, The Very Best of the Byrds, The Essential Byrds and There Is a Season. The recording has been featured in numerous movies and TV shows, including 1983's Heart Like a Wheel, 1994's Forrest Gump, and 2002's In America. Following Joe Cocker's cover of With a Little Help from My Friends, the song was the first to play on the first episode of the television series The Wonder Years. It was also used in a Wonder Years parody, during The Simpsons episode, 3 Men and a Comic Book. In 2003, it was used in the closing sequence of the Cold Case episode A Time to Hate. Other cover versions. The song has been covered by many other artists. Jan and Dean recorded the song for their 1965 album, Folk N' Roll. The Seekers recorded the song for their 1966 album, Come the Day. Welsh folk singer Mary Hopkins' recording of the song was released on the B-side of For Those Were the Days single in 1968. She later did a Welsh-language version, titled Tro, Tro, Tro. Singer and pianist Nina Simone recorded 2 versions of the song, one of which was released on her 1969 album To Love Somebody. East German band Pyrds included some of the song's lyrics in their 1974 song Wie mir Mensch liebt jegleiches Hat sein sieht, Stien Sammeln, Stien Zestrien, Bar Currency Pflanzen, Bar Currency Abhorren, Leben unsterben und Frieden unstreit. Dolly Parton recorded it in 1984 for her The Great Pretender album, and again in 2005 for Those Were the Days. On Parton's 2005 recording of the song, she was joined by McGuinn, who played guitar and provided harmony vocals. McGuinn, Parton, Radney Foster, Kim Ritchie, Guy Clark and Kathy Mattea performed the song together in the 2001 movie Our Country. Dave Perkins did a cover of the song, a duet with Steve Taylor, on his 1987 album The Innocents. Christian alternative singer Nina Lopi included a version of the song on her 1991 solo debut album, No Shadow of Turning. Michael Knott covered the song on the Lifesavers 1995 album, A Kiss of Life. Larry Norman covered the song on his 1998 album Copper Wires. Canadian musician Bruce Cockburn covered the song on the 1998 Pete Seeger tribute album Where Have All the Flowers Gone?, The Songs of Pete Seeger. In 1999, the Japanese rock group, Plastic Tree, recorded the song with new lyrics written by the vocalist Ryutaro Aramura. The cover, titled Inari, was recorded for the single Tremolo. Sister Janet Mead covered the song on her 1999 album A Time to Sing. Politically charged rock band Spy vs. Spy covered the song on their 1999 compilation album, Mugshots, The Best of V Spy v Spy. Bob the Bull and the Characters sang this song in A Little Curious. Andy Stormer, lead singer and songwriter of Jellyfish, recorded a cover of the song for an unknown project. In 2000, David Pageau's post-rock band Papa M recorded an extended improvisation based on Turn, 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 agreeing to continue playing their version of the song in a studio in Portland, Oregon until the tape ran out. Their first and only take, containing no lyrics, is 16 minutes and 22 seconds long, and appears their 2004 release Whole of Burning Arms. Canadian country music singer Jim Witter covered the song for his 2003 album Forgiveness. Enwolf Nafhirea covered it on her 2003 album Turning of the Tide. The trio Wilson Phillips covered the song on their 2004 album California. Adriana Camp recorded the song on September 26, 2006 for her album Don't Wait, released through BEC Recordings. Bruce Springsteen, during the 2006 tour to promote his album We Shall Overcome, The Seeger Sessions, performed the song on occasion. Roger McGuinn subsequently appeared with Springsteen and the E Street Band at their Orlando show in 2008. McGuinn came on stage to perform a short set that included Turn, 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 and Mr. Tambourine Man. Lebanese tribute to Bruce Springsteen. Retrieved August 10, 2008. Singer and songwriter Amy Grant closed each show of her 20th anniversary Lead Me On tour in 2008 with a cover of the song. She also closed her 2013 Big Church Day Out set with a cover of the song. New Age pianist David Lanz covered the song from his 2008 album Painting the Sun. American New Age pianist Lori Line has recorded the song for her CD Heritage Collection No. 3. Canadian rock band Red Umbrella covered the song on their album Living and Surviving, released in 2008. Chris de Burgh covered the song on his album Footsteps, a compilation of folk and pop classics from the 1950s, 60s and 70s released in mainland Europe in November 2008 and elsewhere in 2009. Scottish indie pop group Belle and Sebastian frequently cover the song during live performances. American musician Tori Amos recently covered the song live while touring in 2010. A few verses were included during her performance of her song, Secret Spell, which can be found on her 9th album, American Doll Posse. Sarah Niemiec covered the song, accompanied on acoustic guitar by W.G. Snuffy Walden, at the end of Season 2, Episode 12 of the television series, Under the Dome. See also, List of anti-war songs. References. External links, Ecclesiastes Chapter 3 King James Version, lyrics and info about the duet with Bruce Springsteen, full lyrics of this song at Metro Lyrics.